Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Beverage Gamers YouTube channel. My name is Smitty6166 and I should be your caster for this game. In today's game we have got Kale, Diana, Nami, Caitlin, Xin Zhao versus Zack, Mordekiaser, Vayne, Pantheon and Zyra. Now this is gonna be interesting, to say the least. Mainly because I haven't seen Mordekiaser in a ranked game ever. Let's actually go look at like all your past games, or think about all your past games in League of Legends. When was the last time you ever saw Mordekiaser? Other than when he first came out. He's not really a go-to ranked champion. But anyway, things starting to settle down here. Diana going sort of really aggressive already with that crystalline flask.
30 seconds.
Obviously looking for that nice bit of early game advantage. What the? Oh, was that the Dragon Hunter Vayne skin? That actually looks really kind of cool. But a nice early ward down there from Nami. Is that the Explorer? Yep, that's the Explorer ward. So that's just going to give her vision for Vayne, so for her and Caitlin, so they know when Vayne and Zyra is going to come around. Mordekaiser are obviously going to be mid lane versus the Scorn of the Moon Diana. But everyone being very, very defensive. No early invades. Which is a shame, really. I like watching early invades, they're quite good. So we go, the alert pings come out, it's going to be 4 men onto 1 lonely little blue buff. Zack just literally floating around waiting for the spawn of their time to come down. And now he's going to happily take that away and begin his jungling. In comparison to Xin Zhao, who is just a bit ahead of him, but not by much. He's only just cleared his camp, had his first health pot, and can walk away happy. So there we go, Xin Zhao's going to start farming away at his wolves. Meanwhile in the mid lane, it is going to be Diana versus Mordekiaser. And Mordekiaser actually doing very well with the early aggression, starting to build up rather nicely. Starting to build up his ability resource nice and quick. Caitlin versus Vayne is going to be a very interesting lane, as Vayne has got that early game aggression already going down onto Zyra. One more shot would have secured her the kill, but nope, it's not going to happen. The bubble though coming out from Nami, but again, the damage not quite there. So that's a bit of a shame. Now that could have been first blood at a very early point in this game, but Caitlin obviously not looking to go all out aggressive so soon. And now just going to sit back and farm up and let that wave push him pretty hard against Vayne Zyra. Vayne not really having the greatest last hit potential in those early levels, really being very heavy into the late game. As you can see, the lane's quite happily pushing itself. Caitlin now coming out from the bush, throwing out the pills over Peacemaker, but not finding that line of sight that she so desperately needs. Meanwhile in top lane, Kale versus Pantheon. The level 6 invulnerability versus the every so often invulnerability. It's going to be interesting to see what goes on there. It looks like Kale is not overall in the lead. I mean, she's 3 CS down, but those minions are starting to happily push the minion wave through. So she'll be getting that nice early aggression damage onto her tower. Meanwhile though, Caitlin got bored of sitting in bush and waiting and decided to go all out onto the aggression onto Vayne and Zyra, and not finding any kills, but happily pushing them really quite far away. And it's already got double the CS lead over on Vayne. Although Vayne has now come back with the boots and health pots along with that standard Doran's blade. So we shall see how things go. Bell coming out now, the nicely caliber net, the pilt over Peacemaker. But again, not enough on the damage front. It's really not with him today. Zyra looking to be a super aggressive support now, planting down those plant turrets. They aren't going to last very long though, they are just about to run out of time, and there they go, wilting away. And that Piltover for Peacemaker just missing Vayne there. But it doesn't matter for Caitlin, she's going to start doing those crits. And first blood going over to Diana. So focused on that bot lane, I missed that mid lane engage. So let's back time up 30 seconds and see what happened. So there we go, we just backed ourselves up a little bit. Mordekiser was happily farming away. He's got the minion wave now. Now I see what happens. Xin Zhao came in and ready. 3, 2, 1, poke away. Will he get the knock up? Yep, there's the knock up. There's the absolute monster damage from Diana. The ignite ticks away, and it was the ignite that secured her the kill. So very well played by Diana. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Kayle has also popped her ignite as well. Not doing the damage, but it's certainly harassing Pantheon enough for him to back off as the CS lead starts to level out down there. Caitlyn and Nami now trying to find Zyra, but kiting them really and trying to bait Vayne into a position where she can start condemning people into the walls. But the damage is not there for her to... Well, she hasn't got the cooldowns yet to start tumbling, condemning all in one go. But we shall see how things level out in this bot lane. My money was on Caitlyn to win this, but we'll see what happens. Certainly go her way by level 6 because she'll have that range of the ace in the hole. Although she hasn't gone back yet, she hasn't bought. And Vayne has ran out of health potions and she still has the CS lead. It's well over double now. So the gold is definitely in her favour. Meanwhile though, Diana is trying to find herself a second kill onto Lord Mordekiser, but can't quite get the edge she needs. He's got far too much health in the minute and the minions aren't there to back her up, and Mordekiser can just take them away with his Mace of Spades. Feel free to insert your Motorhead reference at that point, because I'm not going to. So anyway, Xin Zhao coming back around looking for another gank potential. His battle cry does go up, damage goes out as well, but not going the same way as the last time. Meanwhile though, Pantheon has been forced to back off as well. Zac is going to sit there and babysit the lane for a little while. He's going to come back and he's going to start building himself a nice early phage, along with Kayle going to the AP attack speed route, which has proven rather overpowering of late. And there we go, Mordekiser now getting that ignite out, going down with his impending "You will be my ghostly save." I can't remember what his ultimate is called. Children of the Grave. That would make sense. So meanwhile, Xin Zhao coming in as well, but Diana really hasn't got the health for this. Her crystalline flask is almost used up. At least I think it would be. Yes. No. That would be nice to see how many charges it's got left. But anyway, Caitlyn finding herself Zyra and then finally finding Vayne in that bot lane now. She's finally hit level 6, so she used Ace in the hole to pick up Zyra more than likely. I'm not going to skip back time for that one because this game is finally getting interesting as the aggression and items finally start coming out from all sides. Currently sitting at the 8-minute mark, we have got Caitlyn on the BF sword looking to go for that early either Bloodthirster or Infinity Edge, more than likely the Bloodthirster to get that damage spike ahead of Vayne, who's only got a Dawn's Blade and Longsword. And if we look at the supports now, we can see that Zyra has bought a load of wards and is only running on a Fairy Charm. Counterpart Nami is running on the Philosopher's Stone boots and has only got a ward on her. And there we go, Zyra's now being forced to use that Vision Ward on the Dragon to keep an eye on things and get rid of all the cheeky wards that Nami's been placing around. So blue team are going to lose their vision before too long. But really, Nami has got a spare ward, so if she wants to, she can place it in the actual dragon pit, and that way they'll have full vision of dragon regardless. But we shall see how things go. Mordekiser now making his way down the river, making a ton of noise whilst he does, I'm sure, with all that plate armor. That's an absolute monster. A metric F-ton of steel. But nope, he's not going to have the chance to gank Caitlyn or Nami, as Nami's backed away and got herself a Vision Ward. Certainly doing well off that 2 assists. Meanwhile, Diana's started to roam now as well. She's roaming up to the top lane, looking to find Pantheon and give Kayla a hand and pushing her lane. And currently no one has taken a tower yet. We've only got 3 kills to none. We are 2k ahead. And now the aggression comes out from Diana under the tower, doing all that she can to bring down the pain. The invulnerability comes out from Kale, and the kill goes over to Diana, and the minions start taking up the tower. Meanwhile, though, Zack's roaming around the jungle. He jumps out of nowhere. Diana might lose her blue buff if she isn't careful. There we go, the Let's Bounce, and the flash comes out from Zack. Manages to find Diana, but doesn't quite do enough damage for the kill. And now Zack is going to go down and pop into his little boblets, and he's going to have to go down pretty sharpish, though. Diana is being hunted down by Mordekiser. Xin Zhao, though, more than ready to dive in for the assist, and Zack getting away, letting those bloblets reform. And forced the elastic slingshot away. Zyra, meanwhile, is very low in that bot lane. Goes down to the tidal surge. Oh, sorry. Is it tidal surge? No, it's ebb and flow of Nami there, and also healing herself and Caitlyn in the process. So this game is really getting good for the blue team here. They're currently 6-0. They've got 4k gold advantage. They've been roaming around. They haven't taken a single turret yet, really. And they're trying to zone out all their opponents to try and keep their threat potential down. And in terms of threat potential, this is really coming clear now in the items that are coming out. Kale is still running around on that Phoenix Codex, but she is going back now, and she's currently sitting on 1.2k gold, so she'll be buying herself a nice, healthy AP item. Wouldn't be surprised if it was... oh no, she's got herself the Magic Pen boots and the usual wards and health pots to keep her sustain in lane up. Versus Pantheon, though, who's only got the standard boots, and he's got the Phage for slowing down the opponent and for the health regen, for the health that it gives. Sorry, not a health regen. What am I saying? But he really hasn't got the farm on Kel yet. Meanwhile, if we look at the junglers, Xin Zhao is about to build up his Lizard Elf. That's why it's the Ancient Golem item for all the health regen that he is going to need when he goes diving into combat. And Zack is also looking to go down the same path. They're fairly equal in items. The sort of major advantage for Xin Zhao is that he has 1 assist and he's only 10 CS ahead. So he's going to have the kill to gem quicker, and then possibly the rest of the item as well. Though if he's not careful, he's going to go down here in the bot lane to those Zyra seed turrets, and out goes all that damage. They try to lock down Vayne, but Vayne's just a little bit too tanky now. That Vampiric Scepter and Doran's Blade helping her out immensely. And Zack is caught out by Diana. One more hit will secure her the kill, and that is that for Diana, though. She's ignited, she's forced to pop her shield. Children of the Grave is on her as well. She needs to hurry up and put some distance between her and Mordekiser, otherwise Mordekaiser's going to have himself a free slave. And there we go, Shutdown comes down as well now, so it's essentially a 3-on-1 fight for 4-on-1 fight for Xin Zhao. So Xin Zhao is going to have to run away as fast as he can. I don't think he's going to have the chance to get away. Vayne is tumbling and trying her best to condemn, but Caitlyn thankfully throws out the 90 caliber net to slow everyone down, and is fully aware of what Zyra is up to. Keeping an eye on those Lash Revines to make sure they can't do their worst bit of damage to poke her out. Kale, not Caitlyn, doing her best to focus down Pantheon there in a 1v1. She's still winning, though. She has got the magic damage and the penetration to beat Pantheon. Pantheon really needs to think about building himself a bit more tanky at this rate. He's only on 58 magic resist. He needs more to survive that Kale. Meanwhile, though, Mordekiser has now got himself the spectral, not the spectral cow, spirit of the spectral wraith. So that way it. I'm looking at all these wonderful female champions in the bot lane as the aggression comes out, and now Caitlyn is on the rampage. So this is going to be bad news for the red team. I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon came out sometime soon from this blue team. They are currently 4.5k ahead, 7 kills ahead. Still haven't got a turret, but let's face it, when you are ahead, you might as well be more ahead. And there we go, Diana's now picked up her blue buff. Calling missing from Mordekiser, who's just going to hug that tower for his minion wave to come along. And there we go, first turret of the game goes down at the 14.5 minute mark. Caitlyn farming out these waves beautifully. Nami's being a very excellent support this game. Has now got the Sightstone, so using it to go around and plant wards up all over the place so they have full coverage of the red team jungle. And Pantheon finally finds Kayle in the top lane. I completely missed that one, I apologise. However though, Nami and Zac and Mordekiaser are having a little tango there in the mid lane. Caitlyn and Nami trying to go around and zone someone out. It looks like it's going to be Zac at this rate. The damage from Caitlyn is unbelievable. The Aqua Prison locking him up. One more auto attack. Will the Peacemaker find him? Nope, he backs away nicely. The Ebb and Flow coming out as well, finding Zyra and Vayne in the process, but they're going to have to take this blue buff away, so Mordekiaser has no advantage. Although Nami knows that Zac's around there. Zac is so low on health right now. Almost going down entirely. Caitlyn has now found herself blue buff, but it's been condemned into the wall by Vayne. And now Vayne is forced to pop the final hour. The shutdown comes out on her. So a bit of bad judgment there from Nami, but the speed is certainly showing there. She's going to run away from Vayne, who's now on a blue buff. But Caitlyn now, although got the XP she needed, and she's now got the build watercolor, so she's building Blade of the Rune King. And has also got hold of that BF sword to give her that nice early lane aggression and damage, so that way you can build to the Infinity Edge later and work with her passive. And Vayne likewise herself has also gone Blade of the Rune King, looking to use that lifesteal and attack speed, as well as the speed drain active to keep Caitlyn in her sights. Meanwhile, the bot lane is now getting heavy aggression upon. It is probably going to go down. Kayle finds the top lane turret, but the bot lane tower is going to go down to Vayne and Zyra, who really are doing their absolute level best to take it down, and just narrowly survives. The minions focus all their attention onto Xin Zhao, which is really bad form there by the minions, and now things are starting to go out all out on aggression. Diana dies to Zyra, Vayne goes down to Nami, and Zyra gets ace in the hole, but she still has the blue buff, and she's popping potions left, right, and center to get away. The Ebb and Flow comes out. One more auto attack from Nami. All she needs to do is speed herself up with that Typhoid of Blessing, and the bubble secures her the blue. So it's very well played by her, even getting out of the way of the last shot there from Zyra. As Mordekiaser starts to go aggression onto Caitlyn. It's not going to work though. Caitlyn will turn around and fire back, and Zac jumps right into the path of the Aqua Prison and gets pulled up himself. Mid lane tower went down as well, so that's now 3 towers to none. This blue team really has got this game all sealed up and done. Meanwhile though, the dive bomb coming out from Pantheon as he locks things up. Nami gets made invulnerable temporarily. Her ult is not ready yet. It is still on cooldown. It's just ticked over the halfway mark, so she's not going to have that not necessary knock up and stun that she so desperately needs. But the red team, if they so desire though, can just drop what they're doing with these minions and take on that, well, just face tank the turret. One more hit will do it. It's only sitting on 10 HP. But we'll see how things go. Diana going full out aggression onto Pantheon, but Caitlyn picking up the kill beautifully there. And the aggression is still going well. Currently at the 18-minute mark, we have got 3 players already over the 100 CS mark. Soon to be 4 as soon as Mordekiaser finds himself at least another 9 minions, sorry. And the Kayle is currently building up to that AP attack speed point now. She's got the double daggers. That will become Stinger, which will become, I'm guessing, I think it's Nash's tooth off the top of my head, is the attack speed ability power item. But anyway, the damage is certainly starting to show. Diana going full out aggression onto Mordekiaser. Her CS lead, as well as that kill lead, certainly starting to show. She's only got the Sorcerer's Boots, a Abyssal Scepter, a double Doran's Ring, but it's certainly more than enough to beat Mordekaiser's Spectral Wraith and soon to be Liandry's Torment. And if we look at the AD carries now, there we can see it building up from Caitlyn. She's got the Blade of the Rune King, she's now got the BF Sword, she's got her full boots, and she's got a long sword as well, so that could be a Bloodthirster. I mean, why not? You might as well get lots of lifesteal. You don't need to critical damage if you can outlast your opponent. Well, when you get the critical strikes naturally anyway, especially at level 11. She's only like, really? Okay, I thought this game had gone on for a lot longer because Caitlyn was doing so much damage, but she's only level 11, so she's only put at least a couple of ranks into her ultimate. But we shall see how things carry on in this game. Diana now got her blue buff for the third time with the help of Kayle. Kayle chillaxing out, everyone being very, very defensive on the red team. Pantheon not wanting to jump out unnecessarily into that top lane. Obviously communicating with his team there. Kayle now roaming around. Zyra and Vayne trying to outlast that bottom wave. The tidal wave comes out from Nami as Xin Zhao comes around as well. The Strangle Thorns come out from Zyra, knocking Xin Zhao up, and Xin Zhao is going to go down to Mordekiaser if he's not careful. Pantheon goes down to Kayle. Meanwhile, on this bot lane, the aggression is still going out. Xin Zhao is still around, and so is Nami, even though she's so low on health. Diana has come in from the river and has found one kill. Will it be two? Can she get the two? Yes, she will. That is 2 kills now for Diana, and it's going to be... sorry, Nami got that kill. But this is going to be the second kill for Diana. She's now on a killing spree. Absolutely motoring down these lanes. Is even farming out the minions as well. And doing very well for herself as we sit at the 20-minute mark. Or nearly 21-minute actually. It's going rather well. Currently though, blue team has no vision on Dragon. Dragon went down as well, so that must be why there was so much red team aggression. Didn't even notice it went down. But it doesn't really matter. The gold lead is still 11k. It is a monster. It's nearly quadruple. It's over quadruple actually. I can't even do my mathematics. I'm so amazed by how well the blue team are doing in this game. So much coordination coming out. Meanwhile, Pantheon and Zac are roaming around. They're trying to find themselves a free Kayle, but they can't quite do it. Caitlyn running around as well, using those Yordle snap traps to pick out an advantage, and even getting that little poke on Baron there just to make sure he's all fine and dandy. And looking very pissed off as well. He's been disturbed. I mean, he's been sat here this entire time. He's been watching the game quite happily from what little bit of a wall he can see. Zac going really low. Yes, again, he's on 60 HP. His passive is available, so it didn't really matter if he went down. He would have just been a nice little bit of a distraction. Meanwhile, though, Pantheon goes diving onto Kayle, tries to close out the gap, but nope. Goes down to Diana, so Diana is on a rampage. And Vayne has got one turret, but the blue team respond with the top lane turret, and they carry on this aggression to the top lane. Mordekiaser going down so alarmingly quickly. And now the 3-man push, 4-man push now with Caitlyn joining in as well. It's going to take this top lane turret in no time at all, and the top lane inhibitor. So meanwhile, the Xin Zhao jungle tried to go aggression onto Vayne using his dragon sweep, the crescent sweep, sorry, to push everyone away. Really not helping. Kayle finally goes down though to Vayne. Zac gets blown up into his little boblets and goes down to Caitlyn, and securing herself a nice little double kill off of Vayne. Getting knocked up there, Zyra getting a nice little kill, but Diana doing the dash from her ulti, and now it is the return of the aggression as Caitlyn gets another kill. Is on a rampage, is igniting away and getting burnt as well by Liandry's Torment. He's being forced to run away from Mordekiaser, just surviving on next to no health at all. Mordekiaser really could have taken him down, got the shutdown gold that he so desperately needs to try and level things back against Diana. And now the items, well, the difference is really starting to show in the items. Pantheon has only got the Mercury Treads and Frozen Mallet. In comparison, Nash's Tooth builds towards a Cutlass, which is going to become the Hextech Gunblade, I would think, from Caitlyn, sorry, not Caitlyn, Kayle, with only a mere, what, 19 CS lead, but 2 kills, 2 deaths, 3 assists to 1, 5 and 2. So Pantheon really far behind here. The same for Zac, he's only 2 and 1. Whereas Xin Zhao is on 1 death, 7 assists. Every gank he has done has been incredibly successful. Everybody on his team has at least had a kill from him. If he gets 1 more assist, then that'll be at least 2 kills for every gank. Oh, for every person he has helped gank with. Ignore my logic, I am very tired. It's an absolute scorcher today, actually. For those that don't know, currently today in the UK, I'm recording this on a Thursday, as Vayne goes down and the aggression is still going out. I might as well banter for a bit. Yeah, so today is a Thursday and it's currently 32 odd degrees outside. And I'm sat here in a very hot room which is soundproofed. I picked a bad day to record this. So there we go, Mordekiaser going down as well. Zyra getting caught in the tidal wave. Diana forced to pop her Zonya's hourglass as well to try and avoid the turret finishing her off, as that's turret number 6 now. Nearly every lane is pushed right in. The bot lane is going to go down soon as well to Kayle, so now that's 2 lanes down to their inhibitors. The inhibitor is going to go down as well, so the Winions are going to win it for the blue team at this rate. Things are certainly turning out in their favour. And there we go. Pantheon is being caught up in the mix. Xin Zhao diving in, trying to get the triple strike off. And there we go. The damage is certainly showing as Diana will finally be shut down by Vayne. But it's not going to be enough though. Mordekiaser gets caught in the aqua prison, gets knocked up as well by Xin Zhao. And Kaylin just roaming around, waiting for that crit passive to find herself a nice little easy target, possibly Mordekiaser, maybe even Zyra as well. Nope, she's just going to let it be, and she's going to back off. She is currently sitting on a fair bit of damage, so she's currently doing 225 damage with every hit before reductions, and she has got Blade of the Rune King and Bloodthirster, so her lifesteal is currently through the roof. Actually, if we look at it right now, she is currently on 27% lifesteal. So if you think about it, if she does 100 damage a hit, she is restoring 27% life, and it's certainly starting to show. She's taking away the red team's jungle, reducing it all the way down to nothing. As a matter of fact, actually, red team have got no jungle left. There's only the double columns. There is nothing. Ping's now coming out to do Baron, so they're looking to close this game out rather soon-ish, as Mordekiaser is forced to go all-out aggression. Starting to try and take down those super minions as fast as he can. He can't quite find the necessary damage though. Those super minions are rather deadly, and they will keep on pushing. And they will start taking towers. As now 4 team members are on this Baron. Kayle life stealing and healing herself back up to full. Baron is going down. He's down to half health. Will he go all the way down before the red team realise? Oh yes. And that is Baron Nashor down. Kayle getting the credit for that one. And everybody was up at the time as well. So everybody is on Baron Nashor. Has got the Baron buff. I believe buffs are still waiting to be reset. And Diana feeling pretty brave now with that blue and Baron. She's got so much mana regen. It is unbelievable. She could probably just dive in and face tank everything. And there we go. We can see her roaming around now. The Crescent Sweep will come out. And the damage coming out from Pantheon, and down he goes, and she's going to probably try and take this top lane inhibitor turret as well. It's going to start taking out rather nicely. Mordekiaser forced to hang around by the turret. They're just psyching him out there. Just doesn't even need to attack, just has to be nearby for him to be afraid. And really can't blame him. She has now become something of fear. And there we go, there's the damage, we can see why. Diving straight in, Zonya hourglass as well, but she will get shut down by Vayne yet again. So that late damage from Vayne proving extremely potent. Meanwhile, all 3 inhibitors are down. It's only 4v3 on the base. As one Nexus turret goes down, the second one is going to go down in no time as well. There we go, the Ghost of Diana has been set free. Kayle really not giving any F's about the turret. The Pantheon jump comes in. Who will he find? He finds Kayle, but it's just really going to go down to Caitlyn and Kayle to mop everyone up. Zac is going to go down nice and quick as well. Nami throwing out the ebb and flow, popping out heals and damage, and the Nexus goes down, giving the blue team their win of the day. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed that little shoutcast. My name has been Smitty6166. Remember to like, favorite, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, and I will see you next time.